Are you looking to move to Lakewood Ranch, Florida? In this video, I'm going to give you the good, the bad, and the ugly about what it means to truly live in Lakewood Ranch. Hi, I'm Ryan Zachos. I am broker and owner of Zachos Realty Design Group out of Sarasota, Florida. We have an office in downtown Sarasota as well as Venice Island. I started this firm with my father, who is a retired police officer with the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. I was born and raised here in Sarasota, and I currently live in Lakewood Ranch. I am going to give you 3 good things about why I love living in Lakewood Ranch, 3 bad things about Lakewood Ranch, and then 1 ugly characteristic that I think you will want to know. So let's dive right in. Let's start with the good, the 3 good. First is it's a wonderful place to live. I absolutely love living in Lakewood Ranch. I think some of these things I'm going to talk about, I'm going to dump like 5 characteristics into this one category, but the category being it's just a wonderful, fantastic place to live. Something I like about it is the oldest community in Lakewood Ranch is built in the mid-90s. So overall, the quality of home, the quality of constructions, the quality of the communities are fantastic. Everything is up to code regarding safety, security, plumbing, the electric. You're not gonna have to deal with any of those issues. The roof, all the things that make a home permittable, insurable are gonna be the case in Lakewood Ranch. So that's really important that you're gonna have an awesome, well-built home in Lakewood Ranch, no matter where you fall in Lakewood Ranch. The safety of Lakewood Ranch is awesome. The schools in Lakewood Ranch are awesome. The security, a lot of these homes are gated communities. The newness of everything, because it is a fairly recent and new master plan community. I love personally living in a place where when I go shopping and I get my groceries at Publix, or go to the farmer's market, or go to the retail, or even the restaurants, everything was built basically in the last 30 years. So I love the newness, the modern, and the cleanliness of Lakewood Ranch as a whole. So that's a really compelling attribute of Lakewood Ranch and why I love living there. Number 2, the geographical location of Lakewood Ranch. The physical location of where Lakewood Ranch sits on a map is spectacular. You can be at any beach from Anna Maria Island all the way down to Venice. You could be at it within 40 minutes. You could be at any one of those beaches along the Gulf Coast there. The proximity to downtown Sarasota is fantastic. You can be there depending on where you're at in Lakewood Ranch. You can be there in as quick as 15 minutes to maybe 25, 30 minutes, depending on where you fall in Lakewood Ranch. But proximity to downtown St. Pete Beach, Tampa, Fort Myers. You have a wonderful geographical location. You have easy access to airports, whether that be St. Pete, Clearwater, Tampa, Sarasota, and even Punta Gorda or Fort Myers. They're all, like I said, within an hour, as all those airports are within an hour. It's a wonderful spot geographically on a map, and I think that draws a lot of people. And then the third thing is the amenities that Lakewood Ranch has to offer. I love outdoor activities, 150 miles of biking trails and walking trails, the 10 plus golf courses that are in and surround Lakewood Ranch. There's a mix of private, there's a ton of public courses. You can pretty much golf at 10 different courses over the month, and all different courses, from really luxurious private gated community courses to open public courses. You have an array of all different types of golf. Love that aspect. And then obviously the amenities and the activities and events that Lakewood Ranch throws, because it's a community. I like that true sense of community that Lakewood Ranch has to offer. There's the farmers markets. There's the First Fridays where they shut down Main Street and do live music and vendors. They have arts fairs and markets, and depending on the time of year, Christmas and Valentine's and St. Patty's. I mean, there's an event pretty much every month of the year. There's 70 plus clubs in Lakewood Ranch that you can be affiliated with. Tons and tons of amenities that Lakewood Ranch has to offer. These are all 3 compelling things that you should consider and will love about Lakewood Ranch if you decide to move and make Lakewood Ranch your home. Now, diving into the bad. The first thing I want to talk about is the proximity to the beach. A lot of people move to Florida because they want to be close to the beach. It is not super easy to just drive over to the beach. I grew up in Sarasota, and I was, 10 minutes to Siesta Key. Awesome, because at any given night, I could go watch the sunset, pop onto the island, park my car, go to the beach accesses, walk out. It's not necessarily the case anymore. It's kind of an event if you want to go to the beach. It's far enough away where it makes it a little bit inconvenient. It's close enough, you're within 40 minutes. It's close enough where you can still go and enjoy it pretty easily, but it's just far enough where you can't just pop over after work easily or just go run really quick and watch the sunsets. Proximity to the beach. Number 2, the cost of living in Lakewood Ranch. The average price point in Lakewood Ranch now is probably closer to $700,000 for a single family home. You can find homes in the 400s, but obviously they go way up to $5 million plus depending on the community and type of home that you're looking at. But that average median price point of a home is going to be around $700,000, which is well above the median and average for the area here in Sarasota, Manatee County. Price point's a little bit higher because of that. Obviously, the cost in association with that is going to be higher. Some of the vendors and things like that, the true cost of living in Lakewood Ranch might be a little bit higher than it would be in other places, especially if you're just going 15 minutes north or 30 minutes south. You know, the cost of living is higher there. With Lakewood Ranch, you're going to have, I believe, one community in all of Lakewood Ranch that doesn't have CDD fees. So no matter what community you're in, you're going to have CDD fees that are going to be lumped into your tax bill. And then every community has an HOA fees along with that. There's some communities that have essentially no amenities. So the HOA fees are going to be really, really low at less than $100 a year. But then you have communities that have a golf included and they're maintenance free and they're gated. And it's like living in a resort with a resort style pool and fitness center. Obviously those HOA fees will be a lot higher. And then there's condo fees if you have condos or villas or, you know, Lakewood Ranch as well. But overall, the cost of living in Lakewood Ranch is going to be higher. That is something to consider. And then number three, the lack of industry and jobs. A lot of people live in Lakewood Ranch or entrepreneurs, self-employed, and the biggest employers in Sarasota, Manatee County are usually healthcare or finance. So that gives you an idea of the type of industry that's here. There is a lack of industry in Lakewood Ranch, a lot of retail, and that is something to consider. A lot of the clients that we're working with are self-employed or they work from home, maybe for a corporate employer or something like that. But there is a lack of industry, and I think that does hurt kind of the economics of Lakewood Ranch as a whole. That's the three good, the three bad, and the last ugly thing. It's actually something close and near and dear to my heart right now because we just kind of kicked off season here. The end of December, our big season, and it gets really busy from, you know, January through March, April. The big thing right now that I'm struggling with is the traffic around Lakewood Ranch. Lakewood Ranch is a master plan community. The infrastructure of Lakewood Ranch is actually built really well. Lakewood Ranch Boulevard's a 4-lane road. Lorraine's a 4-lane road. University obviously is a 4-lane road. State Road 70. So all the major roads that run throughout Lakewood Ranch were master planned with the intent of it growing and developing. But the problem is a lot of the stuff around Lakewood Ranch wasn't built for Lakewood Ranch's growth and development. Therefore, the infrastructure has suffered quite a bit around there. Like a big problem right now, in my opinion, is University Town Center, which is like the retail mecca of the world, it feels like. But this time of year, it is a pain to get in and out of University Town Center. If you just want to go to grab dinner like I did the other night, it took me 20-30 minutes just to get out onto the main roads from the restaurant. And then obviously the same things if you're going to a holiday parade there at UTC or going to Benderson Park and you just want to go enjoy the park, it can be a pain to get in and out of there. And then some of that, like I said, infrastructure around Lakewood Ranch has suffered. The traffic is getting worse. And I'm saying this now because I know Lakewood Ranch still probably is going to add about 50,000 people plus in population until its full development. Obviously that's years and years down the road, but I'm struggling in my head to know, like, okay, if this traffic's getting like this now, what is it going to be like in 10 years from now? That's just something I want to be transparent about on this video and give you my perspective of the ugliness of Lakewood Ranch and the pain of certain times of days of traveling outside of Lakewood Ranch. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope to be a resource for you. Please comment, shoot me a text, a call. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions at all, I hope to be a resource. Like I said, I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.